Okay, today is Thursday and I'm getting ready to do a big batch cooking day of meatloaf. And these are the different meatloafs I'm going to make. I'm going to make some long loaves right here and muffin tins. I make individual. They really like that because they have their own little meatloaf in a muffin pan. And then I have the traditional meatloaf tins over here. I have 5 of those. Big thing of onions. These are my onions for my meatloaf. Food processor, pans, stovetop dressing that I'm going to use for instead of breadcrumbs. Salt, Korean sea salt, fire rub for spice, seasoning rub here, and then black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and some minced garlic as well. Also, 160 ounces of milk and 20 eggs and 30 pounds of ground meat. 28.5 pounds of ground beef and 2 pounds of sausage, Jimmy Dean sausage. And we're going to get started now. I'm ready to go. Alright, this is what 30 pounds of ground meat looks like. 30 pounds of ground meat. That's it. 30 pounds. I have not mixed it up yet or anything. I just opened the packages and dumped it in there. That's 30 pounds of meat. And that's the ground pork right there. So now I'm going to go in and start mixing it up. After I, oh wait a minute, I can't mix it up yet till I get my other stuff ready. I gotta get my breadcrumbs ready. I gotta get my onions ground up. So first thing I'm gonna do is grind up my breadcrumbs, and I need 20 cups of breadcrumbs. Okay, there are my helpers right there. They're going to put the meat into the muffin pans. And it is now 8:30. We have not had dinner tonight. What kind of grandmother am I? Of course, we didn't have.
I'm not even hungry, but I'm shaking my head.
Hey, I'm sorry. Anyway, they won't go to bed till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, so I don't even feel bad. Okay, so this right here are the 20 cups of breadcrumbs that I made from crackers and from stuffing. I held back a little bit on some of the seasoning because the breadcrumbs were seasoned. And then I have about 7 or 8 large onions. I've got garlic, about a cup of garlic in here, minced garlic. I also put some garlic powder in there, and Old Bay, some Brazilian fire rub, black pepper, and I got my milk, about a little over half a gallon of milk. And here we go. If I need more milk, I can always put that in there. So now I'm going to dig in with both hands. Okay. Oh, I got, you know what? I'm short. I got to stand on my stool over here.
You know I started it.
You can start. Did it start?
Yeah, I've been started.
Here we go. Whew. Oh, I wish I could almost this tall. Okay. This is, oh my gosh. What the heck? Something tells me I should have done this a little bit at a time, because my old arms ain't strong enough to do this. Oh my Lord. Oh my goodness. Whew. Look, let me tell you something. I can tell you right now. If you're doing this, what you really need to do is do this maybe in 10-pound batches. I don't know what the heck I thought I was doing. Okay. But I'm trying to get it all mixed in there together. And only do it once. Plus my pot is so big. Whew. Okay. So I think what I'll do is I'll just do like right here. Because when I poured it in kind of evenly all over. So I'm not really concerned about it being evenly mixed. Okay. Okay.
Oh, the milk.
All right. We don't have enough milk. What we end up with is dry spots where the breadcrumbs were, and we do not want any dry spots in here. And I'm probably gonna have to put some more milk in here too, because I can already see that it didn't go down to the bottom. Okay. All right. And this is 80-20 beef. You don't want to use the real, like 85-15 or 90-10, because it won't be juicy. You need a fat, helps keep it tender and juicy and succulent. got my little ones here. They are making meatloaf muffins, or muffin meatloaves. And this is part of our big batch cooking day. Actually, it's spread to 2 days because we started with 30 pounds of ground meat. And I made about 6. I think I made 6 actual meatloaves. And I did 4 dozen meatloaf muffins yesterday. I should say we did. And today we hope to make at least another 4 dozen. So we're trying to end up with about 100 meatloaf muffins. And that will help us to have at least enough meatloaf to last us until January. And these are all days. Every meatloaf muffin day will be a day I don't have to cook from scratch. I don't have to do anything but just warm up some vegetables, and I got my meat already ready to go. So this is Jyselle, and she's doing phase 1. And phase 1 is loading up all the pans with the ground meat. And she doesn't really have to be very precise, because phase 2 will be where Journey takes her spoon to pat it down and her knife to make it level. And then we'll put that in the oven for the first batch. I already have a batch because I gave up last night. I got so tired. So there's a batch of meatloaf muffins in here now, see? And they are cooking. They're on 350 for 45 minutes. And as soon as they're done, I'm going to take out the next batch. And they turned out so good. They were delicious. And so this is a winning recipe. Okay, here we have the last of the meatloaf. These are the muffin meatloaf muffins. And I have the regular size meatloaves here that I'm getting ready to freeze. These have been wrapped and then put into bags. I think I ended up having 10 of these meatloaves and 72 of these. So I'm going to bag these up. And I don't want to see more meatloaf until this time next year. Okay, here are the meatloaf muffins. I ended up with 48, 4 dozen meatloaf muffins here. I have another 48. I think it's 48. No, how many I got downstairs? I forget. I forget how many I got down here. But I should have ended up with, I think it was 70. Yeah, because I have 12 downstairs, 48 here. Is that 60? Oh, that's 60. Ooh. Okay, so that's 60. So I have 60 meatloaf muffins, which is enough for about 4 meals. That's enough for 4 meals. Okay, because we eat about 15 of them for a meal. Then I have my regular size meatloaves here, and each 2 of these for a meal, and then 2 more here, and I've got 2 more packages of meatloaf downstairs, and actually I've got 4, 5, 6 more. So I've got quite a few meals here, and we'll have meatloaf twice a month. And my next foray into big batch cooking will be to prepare some veggies and sides and stuff like that in big batches. So everything will be cut up already. All I have to do is heat it up or throw it in the crock pot with something else. Okay, we're going to have one of my freezer meals, We're having meatloaf muffins. I froze them not quite a month ago. Actually, it's only been 3 weeks. 1 minute. What's today? Today is the 11, 12, 13th. Today is 13th. So I froze them about 2 weeks ago. And they're meatloaf that we cooked in muffin tins. And I put in 24 muffins. That allows everybody to get a muffin. First, I sauteed 1 large onion in some olive oil. Then I put my muffins in over top of them. And then I took 1 quart of beef broth. I used the Swanson's. Any beef broth you have is fine. And I mixed in 4 teaspoons of flour into the cold broth. And then I poured it all over the muffins here. And they were still frozen when I put them in. And then I put the top over to let them simmer. They're on low right now. So we're going to eat in another hour. So I'm going to turn these off because I don't want them to cook to mush. But they're all nice and thawed here. And we're going to have campanelli. We're going to have this pasta with it. Isn't it cute? We're going to have this pasta, campanelli pasta, and broccoli, fresh broccoli. Well, actually frozen broccoli that I froze some time ago. We're going to have that with this. And with gravy and onions. Yum, yum. That's dinner for today. Here we go. With the meatloaf muffins, with onions, gravy, broccoli, and capellini noodles. Yum, yum. They ate it up. I had only 4 meatloaf muffins left. And I started with 24. That's what you're talking about. Ooh, yum, yum. Mimi, you did